This has been something that Ibom has been looking forward to for a very long time. We have always been geared towards it. It's part of our strategy, our growth strategy. So now with the terminal coming on board, we just plug in and plug and play. That's what we're trying to do. But to start, we are ready for non-scheduled international operations initially, and in another 3 months, we'll start scheduled international operations where you know that Uyo to somewhere is Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Uyo to this place is Thursdays, Saturdays. But initially, we'll just be doing non-scheduled, putting all the systems together, getting it right, and then launching full scheduled international operations. But yes, right from April, from day one, we will do international flights. It's not so much aircraft being available, it just joins the schedule. And then we roster the aircraft to do the schedule. So every day, there will be international operations just like there are domestic operations. And for this and this and this aircraft will operate. For this and this and this aircraft will operate. That's how it works. So as we increase the number of international destinations, we increase the number of aircraft, we're able to meet the schedule as we put it down on paper. And as people buy, we fly. We expect that over the next 3 years, we'll have way more international operations than domestic operations because we're going to be flying all over Africa. But initially, it will be a little bit of international, plenty domestic, then it will become 50-50, then it will become 80-20 eventually. The terminal building is, in all modesty, it's the best one in the country. It's the only one that's designed as a hub terminal for domestic to international transfers, international to domestic transfers, and most importantly, international to international transfers, where passengers will fly, say, from Libreville into Uyo to go to Johannesburg without entering Nigeria technically, you know, like you do when you are going to America, you go via Amsterdam and you connect your flight. You don't get into Holland, but you arrive in Amsterdam and you enjoy the hotel, the airport facility, and then you continue. On your way back, you do the same thing and you continue. This is something we've never been able to do in Nigeria. We are going to start it. And because of the very high level of the infrastructure, it's absolutely important that we get the service levels to match the infrastructure. So world-class infrastructure, world-class service. What we want to do is, as part of the product of Ibom, a passenger will come into Uyo, experience a fantastic airport experience, and then continue their journey. Returning, they will come into Uyo, very smoothly transfer to Lagos or to Abuja. And I tell you, they will call their friends and say, oh boy, if you are going to this place, this is the way to go, because of the airport experience. So we want to have a very competitive airport experience backed by a very strong airline that will allow us to build a network where people come with us to go where they are going and come through us to go back to where they are coming from. And that is the whole idea behind this plan. Absolutely not. We are not even in a position to stop anybody. All the airlines in Nigeria can operate out of the airport. The challenge is competing with Ibom. So if you come and you can do the same schedule reliability and on-time performance, you compete. You know, we're not even in a position to stop anybody from competing. And I believe strongly that with this terminal, just watch it, it won't take 6 months. Airlines will start coming here. I'm sure of that. Not just local airlines, international airlines also. The third A220, we're picking it up in June. His Excellency will lead us to go and receive his aeroplane because he's the shareholder. It's his aeroplane. And then in 2027, there will be 3 deliveries. In 2028, there will be 4 deliveries. And in Q1 of 2029, the last delivery of the 10 that we have ordered. However, I think that before we get to the end of this order, we'll be making a second order, because we now have to start replacing the older aircraft, the CRJs, and we'll be replacing them with the same aeroplane, the A220, so that we have a very efficient single type fleet. That's the best way to run a regional airline. So have one fleet, so you have commonality for crew, engineering, maintenance, spares, everything. You don't have to be doing with two different, you have this aeroplane, that aeroplane, that aeroplane. It becomes very difficult to manage an airline efficiently, especially a small airline. So we're going to streamline, arrive at a single aircraft fleet. It's good for 1 hour trips, it's good for 7 hour trips, same thing, and that's the plan. The MRO takes a little bit longer because of all the certification requirements. So we are busy with that. We had Airbus Consulting do the business plan with us to develop the MRO to have European certification, they call it EASA certification, so that we can not only maintain our own aeroplanes with the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority certification, but have EASA certification that allows us to maintain aeroplanes from anywhere in the world. And we're going to be partnering with a European, already established EASA certified MRO operator that will come with that experience to make that transition easier. So for the first few years, we'll have a partner that's European, that's well known globally. And then after that, we may decide to go it alone, because we would have developed the skills and the capability and the capacity to do that part of the business. And then we'll go it alone. But initially, the business plan says we start with an already EASA certified MRO operator that will help us build our own internal capacity over the years. The plan is for the airline to outlast all of us here. So we have to build it, we have to have simulators, our own maintenance, all the things that you will see in any successful airline that will happen here in Uyo over the next few years. We've been working on all the permits to travel to the different countries. That has been a process that's been ongoing in the background in preparation for this. We have received all the permits for all the countries we want to go to. We're now negotiating the traffic rights, frequencies, how often, all those kind of things, ready to the point where we are now starting, because the next thing is to set up the stations. We have a station in Accra. We will now start having stations in all the other places. You notice I don't want to name the places we are going to yet, because it's still a trade secret until we start to do it. But yes, we are ready. Well, I have always said that Akwa Ibom State is uniquely lucky to have had a succession of very progressive governors. His Excellency Pastor Omayano has been an incredible breath of fresh air. He has taken on all of these, what I call very heavy lift investments that need to be made by the state government. He sees the vision. Luckily, he comes from the tourism environment as a hotel operator in the state. So he understands the linkages between access into the state and things for people to do in the state. So he's investing in a world-class convention center. He's investing in resorts. He's opening up the state for a future that he can see very clearly. So that's why we've relied on him, and he has continued to invest in the things that will make the airline work. The new aircraft we're getting, the fantastic new terminal we're about to start operating. He's not just invested in it, he's personally is calling, he's asking questions, he's encouraging us, he's pushing. Get it done, get it done, get it done, get it done. So, we cannot ask for more. Our job is to just deliver as quickly as possible what he wants, because we share the vision that he has.